Wanted to shoot a quick video of the underside of my 71 Datsun 510 wagon. This is a triangulated four-link. Upper links are forward-facing. Lower links are 1.5" DOM tubing with Johnny joints and urethane bushings at the rear. I chose Johnny joints just because of their size. When the vehicle airs out and lays down, those are what make contact with the ground. Those are greasable, fully rebuildable, and very strong. Upper links are Heims with misalignment spacers. The fabrication portion of the frame, I stripped the frame completely of all the original bracketry. And then I fish plated the inner frame rails front to back with 1/4" plate. The upper links mount to that surface along with the cradle for the fuel cell. You can see there in the back. That cradle it wraps around the fuel tank and straps it into place with a foam isolator between. So the aluminum isn't physically bolted to anything. The steel framework is what holds it up. There's a cross member above that's welded to the floor pan and to the plated side frame rails. That's what supports the upper bag mount. And then the lower bag mount is mounted to the axle just behind. The axle is an RX-7 GSL diff. It's been narrowed as much as possible to allow for the 8.5" J wheels that I run in the rear. All the factory brackets have been stripped, and of course new fabricated brackets for the four-link. The GSL is a limited slip differential. It has disc brakes as well. Those are drilled rotors in the rear with Hawk ceramic pads. The box that's hanging from the floor, that is the battery relocation. That's underneath the rear seat. It sits flush with the bottom of the floor pan, just slightly higher, so it's not a low point in the car. Thoroughly protected. Shocks are Bilstein for a Hilux application. Valving turned out to be perfect, especially the way that they're triangulated up to the original shock mounts. I created plates that adapt the upper eye, but then bolt to the body in that original location where they're designed to be loaded. Forward mounts are fabricated 3/16 plate. They bolt to the 4 locations of the factory front spring mounts, but then I also added a double shear component by bolting and sleeving through the frame rail just behind to make those extra rigid and strong. The exhaust system is 2" mandrel bent all the way front to back. It has a flex section at the front to absorb the engine vibration and twist. At the rear, there's a 4" MagnaFlow stainless steel muffler that goes into an oval MagnaFlow stainless steel custom muffler that I fabricated the dual tips on, coming out the back like a trussed exhaust system from Japan. Everything is clearanced perfectly. You can see that this is aired all the way all the way up. This is the highest it goes, and there's ample clearance around the axle and between the exhaust system and driveline. Everything clears as the axle airs out to the floor pan. The front nose of the floor pan where it would normally make contact with the differential has been clearanced, along with the transmission tunnel all the way up to the transmission itself to allow clearance for the driveline as it stows. Other than that, the floor pan is unaffected. It's very clean inside, looks like a factory wagon otherwise. That was one of the goals when I built this car, was to have a 4-linked airbagged wagon, but to keep it completely underneath the floor pan so it looks more or less factory otherwise. That's about it.